How do you raise a teenager that knows they matter without teaching them that they are the center of the world? If you're a parent, mentor, or caregiver, stay with me. Today we're talking about the line between confidence and humility. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Flower and this is Diary of a Parent. My goal here is that we move beyond how we school and we build the relationships where our teenagers actually want to invite us into their lives. So let's get started. We will be talking about this through an entry from my book, Diary of a Parent, available on Amazon. It is called Teaching Both Smallness and Significance. And I wrote it honestly after seeing the same pattern in so many families. I'm going to give you 4 quick points and I need to hear your thoughts in the comment section. There's 2 questions that I know almost every parent has asked themselves at some point in their life. What if my child grows up thinking they are the center of the world? Or what if my child grows up thinking they don't matter? Both questions are worth our time because there is a huge difference between confidence and arrogance. And there's also a huge difference between humility and shrinking ourselves. In my case, I know I don't want my daughter walking into a room thinking everybody needs to notice me. But I also don't want for her to walk into a room thinking I don't belong here. What about you? Point number 2, there's a line in the book, in the entry I wrote, that says, the real gift we can give our kids is the ability to hold both truths, because both things are needed. Indeed, you are small. We are all small. The world is bigger than you. You don't control everything. You're not always going to get your way. There are people who came before you, and there will be people that will come after you. But also, you matter. God designed you with purpose. Those 2 things can exist at the same time. I argue most exist at the same time. Number 3, how does this look in parenting? Let's pay attention to 3 things at home: when they succeed, when they fail, and when they want control. Number 1, when they succeed, let's celebrate our kids, but do not make them feel extraordinary just because they won. Instead, let's start praising the behavior. Let's say things like, I'm so proud of your effort. I'm so proud how you stayed committed. While at the same time, reminding them that their success doesn't make them more than somebody else. And I believe as adults, this is something we must work ourselves as well. Number 2, when they fail, let's remove shame from failing. When they fail, we must simply say, you messed up, learn from it, try again. When we do that, we remove shame. And instead, we started to build that humility muscle, because it's truly a muscle. It's not something that comes with. We build it with intention. And number 3, when they want to control, saying things like, hey, you don't always gonna get your way, but you get to choose who you're gonna be through this situation. That gives them power and reminds them that the one person in charge of everything is them. That the outside, yes, it will influence how they feel, but they still have the power to choose how they show up through whatever situation they're going through. Number 4, final point. We must realize that sometimes we're just so afraid of raising entitled children that we tend to overcorrect. And sometimes we're so afraid that our children will grow without confidence that we overcorrect in the other direction. But the more that I grow up, the more I'm realizing that the goal was neither confidence or arrogance. I think the goal is to help them be grounded. Grounded enough to know I'm not the center of the world, but I also belong here. Grounded in God, in their faith, in who God says they are, in who we as parents say they are. Grounded in that humility is the soil with resilience grow. So next time you're looking at your kid and you're thinking, how do I help them improve their confidence? How do I help them be less arrogant? Ask yourself, how do I help my kid know that they're not the center of the world, but also that they belong here? And remember, this is through everyday small things, small conversations, showing how this looks like, listening to how you speak about yourself. This is huge. And trying again and again and again. Parents, you might not feel ready. but you are able to learn alongside your children. You're able to grow. You're able to try to make mistakes. We don't have to have it all figured out, but we have to have a willing heart and mind to remember that we are parents, mentors, caregivers, and that we have so much powers in how we influence the lives of our kids. Thank you for being here. If you're trying to be a more intentional, calm parent, make sure you download my free Calm Parent Starter Pack. I'll link it down below. Thank you for being here.